Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a tag video started by Allie Glines here on YouTube. I will link her video down below, but it was 21 questions related to makeup, and I found the questions to be nostalgic and fun to answer, so I thought I would share with you guys. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, the first question is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? And as you guys know, we've recently moved, so I did a big clean out, which I wish I would have filmed. But I did a big clean out of old makeup and makeup that I just wasn't using anymore or didn't like before we moved, so I wasn't moving anything unnecessary. But this made the move and is definitely one of my oldest purchases, and it is the Naked Urban Decay palette. This is the original palette, been discontinued, but this thing has been so well loved. I remember feeling so like sophisticated when I bought that because I had been using the little quads from the drugstore, which back then, now we have like bite-sized palettes and amazingness, but back then, back in my day, those palettes were not good. They were not good, they were not pigmented, it was just kind of a powdery mess. And then when I bought this, I was like, oh, this is what eyeshadow is supposed to feel like, and I felt like my own little makeup artist. So that's my first, and it brings back a lot of good memories. The next one is, what is your most recent makeup purchase? I told you guys in my last video that I'm currently reviewing currently testing the new Butter Believe It foundation by Physicians Formula and everything else in that line, and I ordered the wrong shade, and I just don't feel like I'm testing it correctly by using the wrong shade because it never looks good because I look like a ghost. So I just ordered a couple days ago the right shade. I don't have that here yet. I think the most recent purchase that I have in my hands is this Ordinary concealer that I talked about in my last video. I was really excited about testing this and ordering it. Definitely take a look at my last video if you haven't seen my thoughts on this. I was just a little bit disappointed. All right, the next question is, what is the first makeup product you ever used? And I don't think I ever picked up makeup or started thinking about makeup until late middle school. I want to say it was 7th or 8th grade when I first started experimenting with makeup. And when I say makeup, I'm meaning like actual makeup. I definitely wore like chapstick and played with kid makeup before then, but when I really started wanting to buy real makeup that my mom would use was probably 7th or 8th grade. I don't know, it feels like a lifetime ago. The first thing that I bought was mascara, and it was the Great Lash mascara. I don't know if you guys remember that mascara, but when I was answering that question, I was like, oh my gosh, I have not purchased that or used that in years, probably like 7 years. I haven't purchased that, and I remember loving it. So I kind of want to go buy it again and see if I like it still. But it's called Great Lash. I'll insert a picture so you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's like the classic mascara with the bright green and pink tube. This is so embarrassing, but I also thought it was so cool to wear mascara to the pool so that everyone knew I was wearing mascara and let my mascara run a little bit, like when my face got wet, and I wouldn't wipe it off. I would just be like, oh yeah, that's my mascara running. Oh my god. So yeah, definitely very much a middle schooler when I started buying makeup, but that does bring back really fun memories. All right, the next question is, what is a makeup trend that you used to love but now you hate? I don't know if this is a trend or not, but it was the first thing that popped into my mind, and I feel like it's definitely become more prevalent now than it was like when I was growing up, and it's false lashes. I feel like most people on Instagram and YouTube wear false lashes in their makeup videos, and I used to wear false lashes in every single one of my videos, the Ardell Demi Wispies, but I just find them so uncomfortable and so impractical for my everyday life. Like, I'm here with my toddler all day, and the thought of just having those big lashes stuck to my eyes all day while I'm like at the park or doing just regular stuff feels silly to me. And I also just think that there are so many good mascaras now that it's really not necessary to have false lashes. And that's coming from somebody who does not have very good lashes. Mine are straight, they're not very long, like I'm not blessed in the eyelash department, and I still can feel like confident with the way that they look with certain mascaras. The false lashes, I used to just love the way that they made my face look and the way that they made my eyes look, and now I just can't get past the discomfort and impracticality of them. All right, the next question is kind of the reverse of that last question, and it says, what is a makeup trend that you used to hate but now you love? I remember only ever wanting to use matte foundations, and when I'm saying matte, I mean like the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation, because I have oily skin and I just veered away from any sort of shine or dew or any product that would enhance the shine on my face. But now I really love dewy, natural skin. And I think I've been enjoying the more dewy foundations and skin products for a few reasons. I think number one, I don't find that super matte foundations are flattering on skin as you age. I think maybe on like 16-year-old, 20-year-old skin, you can get away with wearing that all over and having it still look great. But as your skin ages, I think those are really susceptible to sinking into fine lines or really highlighting any texture you have on your face. So I don't think it's as flattering as I used to think it was. I also think that when I was doing my makeup that way, I had super oily skin. I'm talking like so oily. And it wasn't until several years into my makeup journey that I really started getting more into skincare, because obviously your makeup always looks better when your skin looks good. So I think in really mastering my skincare routine, I got my oil a lot more under control than it was. I, again, had this misunderstanding that if you have oily skin, you don't want to load on the moisturizer. So I think my skin was actually just really dry and was over producing oil in order to supplement the fact that I wasn't moisturizing it. I think now that I've got my skincare down, it's less of a problem than it was. All that to say, I really like more natural products. When I see skin-like or natural, I am definitely attracted more to those than matte. All right, the next question is, what is your favorite step in your makeup routine? And I would say probably either concealer or brows. They're like dead even for me. I am blessed with dark circles under my eyes genetically, and my brows just, they like point down. I really have to brush them up all the time because when I wake up, and by default, it's like the hair grows down and it just kind of brings my whole face down. So I think when I've got my brows combed up, filled in, and my concealer on, I look like a whole new person. I don't know that I would say they're my favorite, but they're, to me, they make the most impact and are the most important to me. And then kind of on that same note, what is the makeup product you can't live without? This is actually downstairs in my bathroom. I'm upstairs in our guest room filming, so I don't have it in front of me, but I'll insert a picture here. It's the LA Girl Brow Pencil. I just think it's the best brow pencil out there, and it makes filling in my brows so fast and so easy. It's got like the perfect level of pigment to where you can't overdo it, but it's also got enough to where you're not like going over the same spot 100 times. The spoolie on it is amazing. You guys know I love a good spoolie. And the shade, most importantly, the shade is like a dead match for me. I'm trying to pick up the pace here if things start to seem like I'm going faster. It's because I'm only on number 8 out of 21 and I don't want this video to be super long. All right, number 8, what sparked your love for makeup? Definitely YouTube videos. I don't remember the reason I started looking at YouTube videos. I think I wanted to learn something very specific, like applying liquid eyeliner, or I had a question and I Googled it and a video came up and I got totally sucked into the beauty community on YouTube. And it started with that one thing. I want to say it was liquid eyeliner. And then I was like, okay, well, I figured that out. Now let's figure out foundation, let's figure out concealer, and I would just learn, and I'd be amazed by what a difference it makes when you do your makeup right. I had just kind of been throwing stuff on my face hoping for the best, and once I actually started knowing how to do my makeup, I felt so confident. I felt like I had discovered the secret sauce. So yeah, definitely YouTube, and here we are still. All right, number 9 is, what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? I had a really hard time with this because, like I said, if you look at any pictures of me pre-finding YouTube, it's a hot mess. I'm not like a makeup lifer that always knew how to do my makeup. It was bad. In terms of looks I've done on like my YouTube channel, there was a video I did where I did like a hot pink eye, and I think I was trying to do a look that I had seen like on Instagram, or I had been inspired somewhere, and rather than just looking at that picture and being like, that's a beautiful makeup look, but that's not my style, that's not my aesthetic, and moving on, I was like, oh, I'll try that, and I did, and I don't love how it turned out. And it's also just not me. I wasn't being true to myself. I was just trying to recreate something that I thought would look cool. I think that's a big part of your journey in makeup, is going from not knowing how to do things to knowing how to do things to doing things the way you see other people doing it, and then developing your own style. So I was in like step 3 when I did that look. What is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? The first one that pops into my mind is my makeup at my best friend's wedding. I'll see if I can find a picture to show you guys. And I just felt like me. I felt like the best version of myself. I was also 6 weeks pregnant in secret at that wedding. Although I was very nauseous, I just felt radiant. I had this like miraculous secret, and I think that it shows in the way that my makeup looked that day. I think I was glowing more than usual because I was just so happy. Number 11 is, what is your favorite drugstore makeup product? This was hard. I just ended up being like, you know what, I'm gonna pick one and move on because I spent way too long trying to pick this. But I ended up choosing the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I've talked about this a million times, so this probably isn't a surprise to anyone. I think this is one of the most universally flattering formulas at the drugstore in terms of concealer. It's thin in consistency, but high coverage. It's moisturizing, but it's oily skin friendly. It's just everything you want out of a concealer and has stood the test of time. I have no idea how many concealers at this point, and this still stacks up to all of these new amazing launches, and I just can never see myself having a makeup collection that this is not in. Number 12 is, what is your favorite splurge makeup product? This is another hard one, but I am all about the skin and I love a good foundation, and this is a product that I've worn in several weddings and it has never done me wrong. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. This is a classic, and like I said, I'm not big into super matte foundations anymore, and this one I feel like has that long wear oil control aspect to it without being super matte or super drying. I think if you use the right amount of this and you apply it the right way, it can really look skin-like. But like I said, you've got that longevity and you've got that, not oil control, because you still will get some natural shine, but it's nothing unflattering. It just looks healthy. And the next one is, what is your most repurchased makeup item? I don't know that I would call this makeup, but for me it's kind of makeup. It's almost like a primer for me, but I don't know how many jars of the Neutrogena Hydro Boost moisturizer I've been through at this point. I just have a Amazon subscribe and save for it to just keep coming to me, because that is the best moisturizer at the drugstore. Not even at the drugstore. I can't find a high-end moisturizer that I like that much, but I use it kind of as a base for my makeup, and I'm talking about the unscented one. There's a scented one, there's an unscented one. I love the unscented one. I think it's marketed to extra dry skin, but it works for every skin type, and it has this watery, super thin texture to it where it just absorbs into your skin and hydrates your skin and really preps it for makeup. Even though it's not technically a primer, I think it's one of the best primers you can use under your makeup. All right, number 14 is, what is your earliest makeup memory? And I was not like a kid that looked at magazines or noticed makeup ever, but I do remember when my mom and dad would go on date nights and my mom would walk down the stairs and just look so beautiful. I mean, my mom is beautiful with or without makeup. She's stunning. She would go and, you know, put on like a beautiful dress and have her makeup done, and we would just all be like, wow, she's so pretty. Those are the times I think I remember being like, what did she do up there? Like, I need me some of that. All right, number 15 is, what is your favorite place to shop for makeup? Hands down, Target. I love Target. That is just my favorite store. It's a joke around our house how much I love Target. The people at the Target drive-up know me. That's bad. It's when you know you have a problem. Target has just, over the years, kept improving and improving and improving their makeup selection. And the way that it's structured, they now have like beauty consultants there to help you find things. And they definitely have turned more into an Ulta or a Sephora feel than a drugstore. So I find myself shopping way more at Target for drugstore makeup than at the actual drugstores because of the experience, as well as the price points. I find the price points at Target are typically lower than what you'll find at like a Walgreens or a CVS, and they run a lot of deals. So definitely Target. I also, online shopping, really enjoy shopping at Ulta. I like the way that their website's structured. I always go and check their new arrivals section, and they seem to get new arrivals really fast, faster than other retailers. All right, number 16 is, what is the most underrated makeup product you own? So the last time I did a tag video where this question was asked, I said the Age Perfect mascara. I still think that, but I'm gonna have a different answer for this one just because I don't want to repeat it. My answer for this one has got to be the L'Oreal Skin Paradise. Maybe people are talking about this more than I realize, but I really, really love this. I'm really impressed with it. It's like a tinted moisturizer in terms of how lightweight and natural it looks, but it's way thinner in consistency. Super oily skin friendly if most tinted moisturizers feel too heavy or moisturizing on your skin. This does not feel that way. It feels like actual water, and so definitely oily skin friendly, but also drier skin friendly. This has aloe vera in it. It's very hydrating, but this is a go-to for me, and it will definitely continue to be in the summer. So love, love, love this, and I don't hear a whole lot of people talking about it. All right, number 17 is, what is the most overrated makeup product you own? This product I had been eyeing for, I don't know, years. and it's what all those celebrity makeup artists use. It's what everybody raves about, and I just was so deterred by the price tag, but I ended up pulling the trigger and just saying, you know what, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna buy it, bite the bullet, and I didn't feel like it was as amazing as I thought it was gonna be. And it's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. I did a dupe video on this where I compared it to the L'Oreal True Match, and they were almost dead even. And if you saw me in person, there is no way you could have noticed that I had two different foundations on. I don't see the hype about this product. I think it's a really nice foundation. I love the L'Oreal True Match, but I don't understand paying this much for this product when you have those types of alternatives. I don't know, somebody enlightened me. I just was really disappointed. It wasn't this insane formula that blew my mind like I thought it was going to. So maybe it was an expectation thing, but definitely a letdown. All right, the next one is, what is a discontinued makeup product that you wish would come back? Okay, this may not be discontinued. I can't find it anywhere, so if you guys can find it, please tell me, because I loved it. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you know how much I loved it. It is the Kate Moss Rimmel collaboration lipstick in the shade number 14. It was like the perfect nude for olive skin ever. The most perfect nude. I had so many tubes of that, and then I was down to like one, and it didn't make the move, and now I can't find it online, so I'm really bummed about that because it was just such a perfect shade. All right, next up is, where do you go for makeup inspiration? This may sound cliche or predictable, but it's the same place where it started, and that's YouTube. I love watching people here on YouTube that are really relatable, people that I really admire. I would say the channel that inspires me the most by far, that just makes me want to go sit in my vanity and play with makeup, is Lisa Eldridge here on YouTube. She is, there's not a word for how good of a makeup artist she is. She transforms people. She really knows how to bring out someone's natural beauty. If you haven't checked out her channel, please do. She is insanely talented, and I just love listening to her talk. She has this amazing accent, and I find her really soothing. A lot of people say that about me, but I find her really soothing. So definitely YouTube, and specifically Lisa Eldridge. Right, number 20 is, what do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? And for this one, I want to say perfection. There was this idea of like this perfect makeup look that you would see on the Kardashians, or you would see on Instagram. And while I think those looks can be so fun every once in a while for like a theatrical look, I hope makeup starts veering more in the direction of natural beauty and enhancing the features that you already have. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm hoping. All right, the last question is, what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? And this is kind of the opposite answer to the last one. I hope to see more natural makeup. Makeup that's really just there to bring out your features. I love learning, like I said, from Lisa Eldridge, all of her tips and tricks about how to apply makeup and how to very sparingly use makeup to enhance your natural beauty and not try and change the way that you look, just enhance it and bring out the parts of your face that you're most proud of or that you like the most. I think that that takes a lot of talent, and I think it sends the right message to younger girls. And I probably sound like such a mom right now because I have a daughter, and I do think about what the future will look like in the world of Instagram and YouTube when she grows up. And I just hope we see more people embracing their natural selves, because we were all created beautifully. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and that completes this video. I really appreciate you guys watching this video if you're still around, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoy these kind of casual chatty videos but still makeup related. I enjoy filming them, and I feel like I can share stuff about myself that maybe you didn't know. So give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to go check out Ali Glein's video as well, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.